And so they were sent into that dark abyss, taking with them tools of destruction. Their mission was simple: destroy the portals from within. Yet their mission would charge the highest cost, for those who went in would not come out. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode on Vasten Dimensions. This is Mar, and we are here in the nether, still, pretty much. And I have gone ahead and done some work on the path. So we've done the little bit of texturing here. We've done it up there at the other end of the bridge here. And we have done a lot of work over here. Pretty much all of the flooring is in place except on that side. I haven't really done anything over there yet, but you can just take a quick run around and take a look at everything. Oops, I meant to jump up there and totally failed. So we've got this down here. We've got it going up the staircase as well. Ignore these. These just have some resources in them. I did switch out the full blocks for stairs right here along this rim. I've left this kind of alone because ultimately we're gonna need to come up with a like a slightly wider design to connect the two sides together. Probably not quite as dramatic as that down there, but I do want something that's a little wider so we have a good walking space on here. And over here, of course, we've got more stairs going up. I tried playing around with, it's actually something that, if we go back down here really quick. Oop, I missed a block there. What do we want to put here? Grass. Grass. I mean, it doesn't really matter, so long as... It's really hard. I love the mycelium texture, but I also like the grass texture, and I really don't want the mycelium to spread to the grass. So, finding ways to lay it all out without putting these two next to each other, and I don't even know if they could go, like, diagonally next to each other, but finding ways to separate them. It's like putting two troublemakers in a classroom on opposite sides of the room, you know. I was like, come on, you guys can't be next to each other, you make too much trouble. But over here, you know how we like episodes upon episodes ago, we had been kind of testing out possible designs for the ceiling. So we've got some like dirt and whatnot in there, and then somewhere like right here, I was even putting some nether brick in. The nether brick is maybe a possibility, maybe like around the rim, like what I have going on over there and up there and whatnot. But after I did the floor, part of this section here especially was only 1 block thick. So you could see this texture variation from the bottom side, and it did not look all that great. I don't know what it is about. Honestly, I'm not sure if, like, when you do texture blending, I would have thought it would impact like all sides of the block, but it seemed to be only impacting the top, because on the bottom side, very few lines were actually connecting. So it just looked really weird. I like how most of these textures do blend. Not all of them, but most of them do blend. But it doesn't seem to work from the bottom side. So we're probably going to end up taking the dirt out from over there and going with either just plain Jane netherrack, or we'll probably maybe try some quartz, well, I like that too. The nether wart blocks there, but they don't blend at all. Look at that. They don't even blend with netherrack. Soul sand is possible. But that's a lot of soul sand just for, I mean, that'd be kind of a boring ceiling. Finding blocks that blend from the, see, and that's another thing. Does soul sand blend from the bottom side? I don't know. I don't even think I have any. Let's test that right here. I think I've got some in my chest, or one of my shulkers over here. Let's see, nope. You guys are right. Let's see, there we go. Oops. So, what does it look like? Oh, it does. That's possible. We could play around with soul sand as the bottom. It blends, which is good. We also discovered, I don't know where I put it. It's in here somewhere. Just give me a minute. Bit of gold ore. Nope, that does not blend. That looks horrible. It looks a lot better down here. Well, apparently it does not blend with grass, but it does blend with like the dirty kinds of blocks. I have no idea what was actually right there. I think it was maybe an andesite. There we go. Anyway, but that's just some of the ideas of things that we're gonna have to play around with as we do the underside of the. I want to call them platforms. It doesn't really make sense to call them anything but platforms, even though that's not really what they are. But that's kind of something I'm probably going to work on off screen, because texturing the floor and texturing the ceiling are kind of boring. For today, I want to work on the pillars that I've been talking about. I want at least 4 of them. One right here, here, on the other side of the bridge, and over there. I don't know whether I'd want, like, this section here is quite a bit wider than this section here, so I don't know if maybe I'll want one in the middle or something. That's a possibility. And I think the design is pretty much going to be like the gate here, but not nearly as, not even close to being that wide. Just more body than that. I want it to be more sturdy, I guess. So that's 4 pillars I have to build, and I'm going to have to go swimming in lava. Yay, everybody loves a good swim. And then, of course, we're going to put the bars between the pillars to kind of encompass this area, you know, to kind of wrap it all in, tie it all together. So since that's going to involve quite a bit of lava swimming, which is going to be noisy and hard to see and all of that fun stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and do most of that probably off screen, and I'm going to bring you back for progress updates or jump cuts or whatever. As I go, like, probably after I do one, I'll come and show you what design I came up with, and then I'll go and, you know, do the rest of them and whatnot. Now, one thing, it did occur to me, you can waterlog, I think, you can waterlog iron bars, but as we discussed previously, you can't lava log anything. So, I can't put iron bars into the lava without taking away the lava block itself. Which means I hope there's not going to be a noticeable gap where the iron bars come down and just, like, stop right above the lava. I hope that's not going to be the case, because I want it to look like the bars go all the way down into the lava lake itself. So we'll just have to hope for the best, I guess. But let me get cracking on that, and I will be back in a bit. And welcome back, everybody. I've been doing some testing on a pillar design. It's not going to be anything particularly fantastic. I just want to get in the basic block types that we've been using. And I'm probably also going to use stairs. Like, in place of those blocks there, I'll probably use upside down stairs. And I'll probably lift this up another one so that I can have right side up stairs to go between the bars. And then, of course, I'll have, like, a stair here and a stair here for the window. Now, I would like the window to be, like, 3 or maybe even 4 blocks in height. The problem is, the magma blocks only give off a light level of like 2 or so. I mean, Wiki says 3, but I tested it. It was only giving me 2. But it will transmit light from other sources. So if you like put a torch and then put a magma cube here, it will transmit the light. I don't know if it's just that the light is passing through it, I guess. Because if I put pretend this is a tunnel. If I put a torch, put a magma block, and then a magma, the light is getting dimmer the further away. The light does not get transmitted to this one, which is going to transmit it to this one, which is good. You know, it's not never ending just because you put one torch at the end. So I was thinking, well, I could put a torch down there and just have like a magma column, but the one up there is not going to be getting the same light level as down here. Now, the texture doesn't get any dimmer, but I did kind of want that added glow. If it's even noticeable. I don't even know if it is because I got brightness set to max. But I don't know. I may go with it being longer and just hope for the best. Hope it still looks okay. Otherwise, I'll have to go only 2 blocks. That way I can have a hidden torch down there and a hidden torch up there. But this is basic design I'm going to be going with. Like I said, it's nothing particularly fancy. It just needs to be a little bit sturdier than those columns right there. A little sturdier than that, but not quite as bulky as this here. So I think I'm going to be pretty content with this design, and I'm just going to repeat it over and over and over and over again as however high it has to go. So let me get at that, and I will bring you back when it's all done. Oh yeah, I like the look of that. I decided against the nether wart blocks there. From this distance, and especially with the iron bars in front of them, you really can't even tell the difference between nether wart and nether rack. So I was like, no. The whole idea of that being there is to give it a bit of a highlight, so I went with the good old-fashioned lava flow, which I do think has improved it quite a bit. And it's basically 3 segments from top to bottom, so that's going to work out fantastic because it's going to be pretty much the same from there to there, there to there, there to there. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to burrow into the nether rack here as well as over there. And then I've got one right here snugged in the back. These ones are probably only going to be 1 segment tall. The ceiling is very low right here, but that'll be fine. It's not a big deal. It was mostly over here where I knew it would be significantly higher, because of how high it is right with the ceiling up there. Because this is more like 2nd level almost. And then of course once I finish all of that, I still want to try and guess I have to come over here a little further. Up here you can pretty much go all the way up, but right at this level where my cursor is, I want to kind of close that off, kind of like a skylight, but with iron bars. I definitely want to at least give that a try. As you saw, I had fire resistance running, and I've got a fire resistance bottle in my hand here, which is good because I was trying to fly around, trying different things, so I'd come down here to get resources and then fly back up, or I'd come down here to see what it would look like, and I almost died over a lava lake. Almost died in a lava lake. Tried to get out, almost died over the lava lake. Basically, I was trying to fly up there, smacked my face in a wall, and started, and I guess my elytra deactivated for whatever reason, so I fell in the lava lake, started burning, flew out of it, smacked my face in the wall up here, and gently started drifting over here. But I was still on fire from having been in the lava lake, so there goes, you know, my hearts are still ticking away, especially after, you know, two wall smacks, a dip in the lava pond, and then the fire damage itself. I drank fire resist potion so fast, but it got me down to 1 heart. And I'm like, even if I didn't die in there, if I hit anything else from, you know, I'm going to die from kinetic energy, and all my stuff's going to go flying anyway. So It was a very narrow escape, and my heart is still a little like, oh my goodness, what are we doing? So I am very glad I did not die. That would have been pretty catastrophic. I would have lost all of my armor, all of my tools, all of the nether bricks that we have, you know, because I've been carrying that around so that I can build those, which, you know, I realize that's hazardous carrying all your resources into the lava lake, but that's why I've got potion resist on my hotbar, just no more flying. I don't think I'm gonna have to like come up with a staircase or something. But yeah, so that's one pillar. Let's go ahead and get all of the rest of them done. Whoops. I think I forgot something. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do it? Alright, I need more trash block. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure I got plenty to get up there. Oh, why? Why do I do it? I go through all this effort and then leave a gaping hole in my construction. Someone please take away my builder's license. Oh, Mar. Whatever are we gonna do with you? Oh boy. Now, I have gone through a surprisingly high amount of my resources. Oh, that's a little too high. Over here. And hello. Oh, I see what I did. Well, that is a derp. These iron bars are not supposed to be all the way around it. Good job, self. Good job. 10 out of 10. Professional Minecrafter. Not in a million years. Alright, let's fix this carefully. As I was saying, it takes a surprising amount of our resources to build these, I don't know, pillars, columns, whatever. And as you could see in my inventory a moment ago, I'm down to only like 2 stacks of bricks, which I've been rapidly turning into stairs. These builds have a lot of stairs. That's what, 8 right there, 8 right there, 8, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 around the windows too. So 8 times, I don't know, what is that? 7-ish? That's how many stairs for each pillar. That's a lot of stairs. And there are, I want to say there were 8 pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can't see it, but 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's a lot of stairs. So I've been turning a lot of the nether brick that I had into stairs. I had like, I don't know, 7 or 8 stacks of this stuff. And I've just gone through it really fast, and I'm down to 2.5 stacks of iron bars. You don't use quite as much of that, but you do still wrap it all the way around each of these segments and in front of all the windows on every single one. And we're going to need a sick amount between the pillars to close it off, even with leaving a couple holes to make it look slightly run down. That is a lot of iron bars. So I'm going to have to get more iron so that I can make enough iron bars. I'm going to have to go mining again to get nether brick, or visit possibly the trading guild that we have where you can trade various types of blocks for various other types of blocks. So I may need to look into that because I'm getting tired of having to mine it all. But I think right now it gives you a good idea of what it's going to look like when it's all done. So I think I'm going to continue working on the wall design on that side and the other side off screen, and show you what it all looks like. I guess hopefully it'll be all done by the time we do our next episode. But we're about at that halfway mark, which, you know what that means. It's time to start thinking about switching over to the realm of Vasten. So let me tidy up my inventory here, and I'll meet you over there. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the realm of Vasten. I am standing here inside of my lighthouse that I've built. So far this is pretty much the only thing I've built, and I did most of it, pretty much, well, I guess all of it, off camera, because it's pretty much the same as the tower I built on Vasten Dimensions, except it's a little larger. And the reason for it being larger, there is a reason. And we'll take a look at it right now. I built a lighthouse, like an actual lighthouse. It's not just a tower. It does light up. I don't know why it's on right now. It kind of gets to this point and then stops. I think I must have the lever in a weird place, but that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with one side being lit all the time, but there is redstone in here and it will make a circuit all the way around. Now it gets laggy, so I leave it off, like stuck in whatever position it happens to be, just so that it doesn't lag the server out. And there's also a daylight sensor, so even if it was turned on right now, it would only continue to cycle if the sun went down. So that's one thing. And I've been trying to see this is the one challenge I'm going to have with this season of Realm of Vasten. I am not experienced at building with snow and ice at all. So right now I have a very meager attempt to icify my lighthouse. Now I'm going to try to take this sort of design where there's just like hanging off the sides, I guess, all the way around. But there's gonna be a lot of derping, so I'm just gonna keep working on that off camera. Ooh, ouch. This is like a giant snow mound. I figured if this is gonna be hollow in here, unlike the tower on Vasten Dimensions, it would make sense for snow to have like kind of piled up in here maybe. So I have a giant snow ice mound in here, playing around with snow layers to give it a little bit more depth. And in parts of it, it is starting to dangle off the sides. I do actually need to like pillar up with netherrack or something and make it go a little longer so it hangs down into kind of like icicles. I have the worst luck with flying on this server. I just keep falling and smacking into things. My internet's like, right now it says 5 bars, but don't believe it. I don't believe it for an instant. So yeah, this is pretty much what I've worked on. Now, apart from finishing off the ice, there is a project that is more in my forte. Well, actually, it's I lie, it's not at all. It involves redstone. That's not my forte at all. But I am eager to learn more about redstone and play around with redstone. Hence some of the redstone contraptions I've been working on in my Wells Night Patreon server and on the Vasten Dimensions server. And the project is one I think Sai's going to be helping out, and I guess whomever else is interested. But we are going to be building a mass storage warehouse, I guess, for lack of a better term, in Port Bray. Because Port Bray is kind of like the central location for the entire server. So the idea is that when we finish with this town here, with this kingdom here, we'll just pack up all of the crafting stuff and whatnot and take it to Port Bray and just dump it in chests, and it'll just auto sort. And one of the bigger tasks until then is that I'll have to go out to all pre-existing kingdoms and bring all the storage over. Because the problem is we're working over here, we're like, oh, I need a whole bunch of XYZ. I don't have any. I have to go get it now. I have to go grind it out. Well, actually, you probably have XYZ at kingdom such and such from 2 years ago or what. I mean, like, who's going to remember after that much time has gone by where everything's located? So the idea is to have a central storage location that all crafting materials and other whatevers will eventually make its way back to that location at the end of a kingdom is being built. So that's the plan. It's a huge undertaking. I don't know how much of that will be on screen, and I have no idea how long it's going to take either. But I figure we'll work on that, and we'll work on continuing around this kingdom here, getting a little bit better with the snow and whatnot. I've got a little bit of more ideas of what to do, because I have to do a wall down here and kind of gap the bridge, or bridge the gap, if I could, words today, over to that side and whatnot. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff going on. Now I would like to introduce you to my friend right here. Oh, I'm sorry, you ran in the way. Please come back. Oh, please don't tangle with the zombie. Go die. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. This is Crafting Chicken. I went and hung out with Crafting Mantis at a little village. We could take a look at that in a moment. And, well, we kind of had fun throwing chicken eggs at each other, and I finally came and hid inside the crafting area and just threw a bunch of chickens, and this is the only chicken that hatched. So I decided to name it Crafting Chicken in Crafting Mantis's honor. But you really need to go back in your box. I didn't mean to hit you, but you ran right in the way of my pick. I was trying to let you out. Now don't give me that look. Don't give me that. Come back. Where? No. Come back here. Stop! Halt! Stop it. Let's get you back in your box. Nope. Come back here. Chicken? Chicken! Okay, we're doing this the hard way. You chose. I wasn't gonna do this. Oh yeah, now you'll pay attention to me. Oh boy. Let's get you back in. In you come. Stand right in the middle. There you go. Nope, right there. Right there's good. There. Oh no. Dead. Alright. And welcome back, everybody. We are back at Port Bray because I decided I'd devote the rest of this episode to finding a location for our storage hall. Now, I've popped into spectator mode. Our trusty Adventurers Guild is right here, but I'll let you in on a secret. I clicked the button and nothing happened. Like, I clicked it many times and nothing happened. I put a test chat into the chat box and it went through instantly, so I'm not lagging. So I just used commands. Honestly, I tried the button first, so don't blame me, please. So let's take a fly over here. I did find a spot. Let's see if I can't find it again. That looks promising, I will say that. I'm not sure how large this system will end up being. I know that you could get kind of compact depending on the design you go with. But I'm going to go with the assumption that it might be kind of hefty. And I kind of wanted the entrance to be on a diagonal, coming into a corner of a large rectangular room. So my idea is, and I'm in spectator so I can see what's on the other side of that stone wall, because I haven't seen that yet, is that there could be like a little bridge coming off of, I don't know, maybe right here or something, and it comes into the wall here, possibly into the wall here, but I don't think we'd have nearly as much room in the mountain. Now, the moment of truth, though, do we have room on this side? Because if I pop through this wall and there's a whole bunch of stuff, then yeah, we're back to the drawing board. Well, I guess we can ignore this. And this. Okay, so this whole mountain is man-made? Wow. I would say we can definitely use the space, though. This looks pretty unused. I hope it's light enough to be seen on YouTube. There's a few places it looks like... Where's that light coming from? I don't know why this is lit up so much, because I don't see anything that would create a hole to look through, or a hole for light to get through. But yeah, this is a lot of space. We could make use of a lot of this, or as much of this anyway as we wanted. Let's see, what's this? Looks like a man-made staircase going up here. Oh, it actually comes out somewhere. Out this door. Oh, cool. So this could be... I don't know whether we could end up using this, but it could be almost like a side entrance. Let's see, where do I pop out? Oh, okay, well, it'd be a bit of a U-turn. I probably won't use that then. But yeah, we could definitely pop through here, and use as much of this space as we wanted to. We'd have to get rid of some of these natural generated hills, but that'd be pretty easy with a beacon. So yeah, I think this space would work perfectly. I love how there's just a tree down. You know what? I should keep that tree. If I could find a way to fit that into this design, that'd be kind of cool. Let's see, what elevation is this? It's a bit low. It's a bit low, but I bet I could get it to work. And I can tell that this is man-made right here. If I incorporated that, I mean, being down this low, it kind of draws attention to this, which I think is kind of cool. The main thing is finding a path that would lead over here, because it's a bit of a maze in here, and I always get lost. Now here's at the marketplace. So from the marketplace, looks like we could go through here, along this path here. I bet I could break it off here and get it to join up here, and up here, and up here, and then down. I mean, obviously you could just fly if you wanted to. It's such a maze, though. I wish I could find someplace a bit closer to the docks. I feel like that would be more useful for players, but it's all very low here, so I don't see how I could possibly do what I want to do and have it look good. Unless there is some place over here that's hollow, like this place here. Is this hollow? Could I use the interior? Oh, nope. Definitely not. Definitely not hollow. But yeah, I do like that location over there. I will still, however, try to find possible alternative locations, and just see how it goes, I guess. But for now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself out of, spectator. Bloop. There we go. I'm gonna have to call it here. It took about 4 hours to do my intro. And I still have to get this episode rendered and everything, but I hope you still enjoyed it nevertheless. And I hope you look forward to testing out storage designs with me, or designing the, I mean, even once I have the storage system, I still need to put something around it to make it look good. So I hope you enjoy this episode and keep coming back for more. But until next time, I hope you have a fantastic time, and I'll see you later. Bye!